Oh man, this road trip is crazy, man. I got a few more hours to go, man. Gotta fill up on some gas, bro.
Dude, I'm hella hungry. Can we get something over at the gas station?
At the 7-Eleven, bro?
Show me what's healthy in the 7-Eleven. I'm hungry.
Dude, there's not gonna be a lot of healthy options, but I do know of some that are in here. So if you're on a road trip, man, if you need something at a 7-Eleven, I got you. Let's go find out. As soon as you enter the 7-Eleven, you are greeted with some of the worst foods for your health ever. Everywhere you look is just almost a mixture of red 40, processed sugar, and seed oils, just like this. And there's very little nutrition in here. So what can we find that is doable? Okay, I'm looking around here. This is looking bad, but okay, we see some sort of meat sticks right here. The classic Slim Jim. Is this a good option? My simple answer is no. There are better options here, which I'm going to show you for a meat stick. While there is some protein in here, when you really look at the ingredients, this is not sounding good. Mechanically separated chicken, textured soy flour, corn syrup, and a litany of preservatives. Nah. Let's look at this brand right here. Unfortunately, we're still seeing that soy protein isolate. Now, while this isn't the end of the world, it's just sort of a cheap product. Like, they're adding a lot of that protein from soy, and you're paying for meat. Now, this might surprise people, but because they don't sell Epic bars, which would be my choice that is in most gas stations, those Epic bar protein bars, the best option for beef here is these Jack Links. Now, we do have some processed sugar in here, but other than that, a relatively simple ingredient list. Beef, water, salt is most of it. You do have some processed brown sugar and sugar, which I'm not really a big fan of, but it's not a lot. Decent option for just protein. What I would absolutely stay away from are all these chip options. You're just getting almost no nutrition from these. An empty source of processed carbohydrates, and you're also getting sugar, preservatives, and seed oils in many of these. There's just no reason you think that's what your body wants, but it's not. Unfortunately, there are no healthy candy options in most 7-Elevens, and honestly, just candy isn't really healthy in general. We have seen brands like Smart Sweets pop up and some of these like protein candy things, and while I think they're very interesting, I would not opt for any of the things here. What do you find in almost all these? You will find a mixture of a lot of processed sugar, red 40, and little to no nutritional value whatsoever. As far as the bevs go, let me show you a few good beverages that you can find at almost any gas station or 7-Eleven out there. All of these are pretty valid. Health Aid Kombucha actually worked for them way back in the day. While there is some processed sugar in kombucha, the healthy probiotics are gonna offset some of that. This is packaged in glass. It's about $3. Pretty big fan of it. Now, I am a fan of yerba mate, especially when it's unsweetened in glass. This is a dub option. Now, this does have some natural caffeine, so it's not something I would really drink after about noon. At $4, these are great. These Olipop soda alternatives have gotten so popular with their claims about gut health and prebiotics. While I think a lot of those claims are a bit overstated, I think it's still a good option that is very low in sugar. And if it helps you quit soda or not grab one of the other horrible things around here, I mean, there's plenty of them. Pretty good option. One of the best things you can get at a 7-Eleven is coconut water, and these are available in every single 7-Eleven and gas station across the United States. Now, it will often be this brand Vita Coco, which some people go, oh, it has some sugar in there. We're talking almost no sugar. So I am a fan of Vita Coco. I love to take a scoop of our electrolytes, throw them in some coconut water, and that's a super hydrating beverage for a road trip. How do I choose a water at a gas station? Well, I'm gonna try to find glass. So I usually come to the water right here. I look around, and what do I know? While it is sparkling water, I'm definitely gonna get this Mountain Valley Spring. It's kind of rare that a 7-Eleven has those. So let me show you some options in plastic that I would go for. Maybe if I was in an airport or just on the road and there were no options for glass. I would try to find a good spring water. Now, you will see these brands of alkaline water oftentimes, and they're usually more expensive than just the spring water. The simple truth is alkaline water is a bit of a scam. You aren't going to change the pH of your blood by drinking alkaline water, and your gut is also meant to be acidic. That's not a bad thing. Helps fight off parasites, pathogens. Some of the classic gas station or 7-Eleven foods like this are some of the worst things you can eat for your health. When we look at the ingredient roster in here, I see ingredients that will potentially be banned in 2026, 2027, but they're still in your food. You're getting about 30 grams of processed sugar. You're getting 1 gram of fiber, so basically none. Don't eat this. Eat some of the healthy stuff I showed you instead. A pretty decent option that is in almost every 7-Eleven and gas station are these RX bars. Now, the reason they're in all these gas stations is because they got bought by General Mills, so that large distribution network puts them everywhere. Egg whites, almonds, cashews, and dates. While I wouldn't say these are the best tasting thing, you're gonna get some protein and simple ingredients. So overall, these are a good option. Now we're gonna look at some of the nuts and seeds that are in gas stations, and you wanna choose these wisely, because if you just grab like a random one off the shelf, let's see what's in here. That is a long ingredient list for what you probably thought was just almonds and some seasoning. You are seeing multiple different types of seed oils. You're seeing multiple different types of sugar. So let's find a better option. I'm a fan of just these pistachios. Unless the pistachios have some weird flavor added to them, you're almost always just gonna see pistachios and sea salt. And honestly, classic sunflower seeds are a pretty good option. Now, I did see a study showing concerns over sunflower seeds and some pesticides, but overall, if you're just in a random 7-Eleven on a road trip and you want some sunflower seeds, I think it's a pretty good option. You're gonna get some vitamin E. I wouldn't make nuts and seeds a main source of protein in your diet, but for a snack, pretty good options here. And probably the worst thing you can get at a 7-Eleven resides here. This is gonna be the most processed sugar and artificial food dyes and preservatives that you can get. One thing that has started to pop up in many gas stations and 7-Elevens are these Chobani yogurts. And I honestly think this is an excellent option. You wanna look for the ones that say 0 added sugar, but in here you're getting Greek yogurt and some berries. 0 grams of processed added sugar and an excellent protein to fat ratio. I'm a big fan of these. So look, everyone's been there. I can't say I haven't been, high at age 16, wandering through these aisles, just eating bullshit. And it's gonna happen sometimes. But if you are regularly going in here and you have no idea what to get, it's just a habit for you, you should try to go towards some of those healthier options on the go. The other honest truth is if you're going on a road trip, you just need to prepare. Bring some of the healthy options that I've shown you before. Put some dairy in a hydro flask with some ice, then throw a scoop of protein powder in there. You aren't even gonna save money. A lot of those things I showed you are just overpriced because it's single serving. Let me know what you like to get at the gas station, any ideas that I missed, how you eat healthy on the go, on a road trip, whatever it is. Love you guys. Subscribe for more because I post helpful stuff like this every single week. Let's go.